Buddy, sorry, I had to do another video. I call this my introduction part two. Somebody wrote me and asked me before I became or worked the job that I have now, what did I do? As I put it, I worked crap jobs. I've done it all. I've worked in retail. I worked for a certain restaurant chain for over 23 years. I worked as a bartender, and I had another unusual job in a bar for entertainment purposes. No, I was not a stripper. I mean, look at this. This is not a stripper. Hello, hello. So I did a variety of things like that. And I put a lot of faith when I was going through my bad period in life. When my brother died, as I said earlier, I became a recluse and went into a really dark place. And during that dark place, I lost a lot of friends, and a lot of people that had been with me for a long, long time just walked away one day and they were gone. And even organizations that I had worked with for such a long time, people that I have known since I was like 16, 17 years old, man, they just disappeared out of my life. And everybody was faulting me because I was grieving so deeply over my brother. I was such a fucking mess, man. I was awful, and I know I was awful, and I accept that, and I couldn't focus on doing plays, I couldn't focus on work, I couldn't focus on anything. I had never felt a pain this deep and this hard in my life. So I fell all the way to the bottom. And once you fall all the way to the bottom, you can't get back up. You have to. I'm sorry, I worded that wrong. Once you fall to the bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up, because you can't fall any further. And I was at that bottom. I had nowhere else to go. So I began to rebuild myself by doing a lot of self-worth. I got negative things out of my life, negative people that were dragging me down, people that had me going in different paths and different directions. And thanks to some really good people, certain people in particular, I was offered a job doing what I do now. And I absolutely had never done this kind of work before. I had never worked in a school. And I fell madly, I was like, well, I'll try it. And I fell madly in love with this job. And I've been doing it now for 4 years. And like I said, I love it. But I believe that I had to go to that dark place to become a better man. I believe I'm 10 times the person I ever was, ever will be. And I believe that I'm just going to get stronger and stronger. And yeah, I'm different. I'll never be the same Bradley that I ever was, even back in those videos you saw before. I'll never be him. He's gone. Not that he's gone away forever, but I changed. My personality changed. My life changed. And the night my mom died was the hardest night of my life besides my brother's death, as I said earlier. However, there was something that the night that my mother died, I was there. I was in the room with my mom when she died. We all were. We were there when she died. I remember just my whole heart dropping to the floor, and I didn't know what to say. And I remembered this quote that I had seen on YouTube by Adele. And as everybody knows me knows, I love me some Adele. Adele is my woman. She's my girl. Her and Lady Gaga are my women. And I probably will do another video about them as to why I think they're great, because I think they're wonderful. But Adele had made this quote about her song Someone Like You. And it was right before she released 25, and she had done this video, and she said, don't ever expect a song that good from me, because there won't be. And the guy said, why? And she said, because what I felt when I wrote Someone Like You is an emotion that you can only feel one time. And once you feel that emotion, you know how to deal with it, and you know how to survive it, and you know how to live it. And that's kind of how I felt. Not that I was not upset, because God knows I was devastated. But I knew that I couldn't fall down that spiral again, that path. I now had stronger people. I had become a little bit more stronger inside. And even though I talk to my mother every day, I was a mama's boy. I love my mama. I love her with all my heart, and I miss her every day. I sometimes find myself dialing my cell phone to call my mom and talk to her, and she's not there. And me and my mom actually had a fight on Thanksgiving of last year, and it was really bad, and we had another little fight right before Mother's Day of last year. So I hold that in my heart. I know that my mom, we had a great Christmas together and other things, and we were able to make amends, but I'll always hold those memories in my heart. I go see my mom almost all the time at her grave and stuff, and When my brother died, a friend of mine said, they're not, just because they're dead don't mean you can't talk to them. You can go outside and talk to them or do this or do that. So I go outside and I will look up at the sky sometimes at the stars, and I'll talk to my mom or my brother, and I'll tell them what's going on and where I'm at and what kind of things I do or whatever. And that's where my life is. But as a whole, I think that it's just, you can't get any worse in life. And I will forever be grateful to the person who got me my job and started me on that path of being a better person, of getting out of the bars and getting out of the drinking and the things that I was doing so heavily to become this man I am today. I don't drink. I haven't drank in a long time. I don't really go out anymore. I don't like the club scene. I don't like all of that stuff. So I just have to be who I am, and I'm not going to change it. And the one thing I learned during this rough time, I used to always worry about what people said about me or what they thought about me. And at this point in my life, I don't give a damn. I don't care what someone thinks about me. I don't want to really be concerned, because what you think about me is none of my business, honestly. That's how I feel. And so I think that I like who I am. I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I'm not the thinnest person in the world, but I'm me. And I ain't gonna change that. And everyone that knows me now knows I speak my mind. I'm not going to let anybody fuck me over anymore. I'm not going to stand by with these people that work in organizations, or these people that think they're grander than me or better than me because they're richer than me or whatever, push me around. I'm not going to do it. I'm not that boy anymore. I'm not that boy, not that man. I'm a man. I'm not a boy. Ain't nobody's boy. So I'm proud of me, and I'm proud of who I am. And I'm so excited to be getting back into doing these videos and doing the things I do. And I recently reconnected with somebody who I knew a long time ago in my life. I'll just call him, he was my first love. They were my first love. And he and I have been talking so much, and he inspires me in a lot of ways. He'll send me funny messages, and we'll talk about old music we loved, like Madonna and Cyndi Lauper and Tiffany and things like that. And that's been a great moment, because I have someone I can go to and talk to and say, hey, this is me. This is who I am. So I'm forever grateful to him. He's a brilliant person, and he's got a great website and all this kind of stuff. And I'm really excited about seeing more from him and talking more to him. But as a whole, I just want to tell everybody thank you so much. And like I said, I'm not trying to be famous or anything like that. But the one thing I learned, and this is probably the hardest lesson, you can't please everybody. You can't. And sometimes you just got to walk away, and you got to say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with people trying to change me and people trying to make me who I am or whatever, because I'm not that shit. I'm not that person. I'm never going to be the person that they are. This isn't Grease. I can't throw on a pair of leather pants and sing You're the One That I Want and the whole world changes. That's not how it is. So just understand that. Be the best you that you can be. And each day when I get up, my life here lately it's not always sad. It's not all happy. I mean, I'm sad. I miss my mom. I have some issues. But I go and I get my pool, or I go and I watch a movie. I take some time for myself. And I look at myself and I say, you know what? I'm the best me that I can be. And that's all I can ever ask for. So that's all I'm going to ask of you guys, of my viewers, to be the best you that you can ever possibly be. Don't allow anyone to make you into anything else. And if somebody doesn't like you, it's their problem. Because like I said earlier, what someone thinks of you is none of your business. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here, guys. I'm going to go play some IMVU and eat some Oreo cookies and do all the things I love. So I'll talk to you later. All right? Peace.